or it's a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the song here is Doom Loop, coming from the band President. The lyrics are pulled up just in case we need them. We generally do. Let's encounter it.
There is no satisfactory explanation of time. Why? Because it doesn't really exist. The tragedy of time is that we only understand its value after it's become a memory.
Valid. Okay, guys, I need to break this down here, but I don't want to kind of leave. I don't want to go too deep in this here. I don't want to do that. I'll stay on this topic for like 3 days. All right. So anyway, so in terms of like time itself being a construct is intriguing here. That definitely leads us pretty much down the rabbit hole, specifically of like gravity or black hole theory, or having conversations like this. That time in itself is fictitious until you've experienced kind of what you went through, if that makes any sense. It's like the real tragedy of this specific thing is, let's say, the asymmetry of human retrospection. Like, we don't really care about what's happening while it's happening, but then we care a whole lot, specifically once it's past here, right? But let's continue. As of right now, no issues here. I love the idea.
Its value after it's become a memory.
Okay. Guys, they never miss. Like, they never miss at all. Like, never. I've never heard a bad song. And that's crazy because a lot of the times it's like, hold on, they're not going to be able to do it again, are they? With them, yes, they do it again. And then again, and then again. It just tells me that they have a world-class production team kind of surrounding them. Like, this is not one person, if that makes any sense here, sitting down in a room and creating something. This feels like a team. Like a gigantic team of people who have been doing this for a really long time. I would definitely love to know who backed them, who was the A&R specifically, who are producers, executive producers of the album themselves here. Something tells me that it's probably gigantic name after gigantic name after gigantic name that fully understand how to produce, for the most part, Grammy bait, if that makes any sense here, while being able to deliver like a good amount of deep thought type of content, which is not like the easiest thing to do, I would say here, because a lot of people kind of shy away from the idea of enriching people mentally or creating deep thought type of environments where conversations could definitely be had about the idea of time, the idea of wasting your existence, you know, things like this here, guys. Give me more. Okay. Okay, wait. Bro, there's so much happening here. All right, so the idea of a doom loop, I've never really heard it outside of the context of like, I would say real estate investing, and or let's say REIT investing, or any type of like macroeconomic type of conversation. That's generally where the idea of a doom loop basically kind of lives within here. Doom loop basically just meaning here, let's say you were about to purchase your first house in 2019 and you realized inflation was starting to basically creep up, property values were also starting to creep up, and the money you had saved basically to kind of reach that 20% of your down payment from your underwriter, let's just say this year, to purchase your house, that 20% meant nothing any longer because inflation had pushed the properties of the house prices up higher than what you even had as 20%. So now your 20% is more like 5%. So what do here? You kind of engage heavily within the idea of a doom loop, meaning you spend your money away. Right. So instead of continuing to save or to put your money into investing, you've decided in your head here, I can no longer afford this property. I can no longer afford this thing that I was saving for because the value of it has increased so drastically. And my dollar amount that I had saved had basically dropped so drastically. I can no longer afford it. So now you have entered yourself into a doom loop. Right? A cycle of literal failure and like depression for the most part. You spent all of your money on frivolous trips, things that basically meant something for the time, but they meant nothing in the long run because you still will never reach your goal. And now your retirement age has been pushed back 10 years because you blew your entire life savings on a trip to Bali, bro. Right? And some car that depreciated itself. Okay. 40% in the first year. Congratulations, bro. Clap that up. Clap that up, right? You don't want to do this here. And that's kind of where I've only heard the idea of a doom loop. So using it in this context here, it's intriguing. I mean, I can see how that could also be how it's being used here makes all the sense in the world here because, yeah, people are stuck consistently in these loops where they're just like, I feel bad, so let me spend my way out of it or do something to attempt to get my way out of it for a temporary fix to a problem that is still not fixed. That's just worsening because now you're digging yourself deeper into debt. And that debt does not have to specifically just be like a financial debt. It could be like a social debt, bro, right? You're digging yourself so deep. It's like so deep that you can legitimately not climb your way out of it, bro. Doom loop. Interesting, guys. Listen, come here.
Don't believe what you read in the magazines. It still hurts when you question what I'm doing this for.
Hey, bro, get off your knees right now.
Why don't you just disappear? I watch the light pass through the trees. I see the angels dance at night. I can hear the winds burn. Days, 'cause all the loves are decaying years. I flicker out, flicker out, flicker out, flicker out now. It's just the only thing that knows the pain. Begging for a try news. We're just in a doom loop.
I like them, guys.
Shame is not enough for me. Days, 'cause all the loves are decaying years. I flicker out, flicker out, flicker out, flicker out now. It's just the only thing that knows the pain. Begging for a try news. We're just in a doom loop. Days, 'cause all the loves are decaying years. I flicker out, flicker out, flicker out, flicker out now. It's just the only thing that knows the pain. Begging for a try news. We're just in a doom loop.
Ooh. Guys, the energy is spectacular, bro. It's completely. I love the overall subject matter itself. Again, I'm super attracted to things that have the ability to create conversations. I do think that this does have the ability to kind of create conversations while being completely musically phenomenal here. That seems to be most likely the word of the day today here, because guys, I'm catching up on a lot of stuff here after being completely off of YouTube, specifically in the music space for 90 days due to absolute attack on the channel here. Guys, they didn't like me. Right. But either way, not them. I have no idea. There's no communication with them here. Right. But just understand this here. Absolutely phenomenal in terms of how they delivered this song here. The production team itself, spectacular here. This is an instant playlist ad. I'm sure it's probably already on yours here, guys. But guys, listen, let me know in the comments if there is anything else from them that I should be encountering. And I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. All right. In the meantime here, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean, hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.